Hello Virgo, welcome to your November reading. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. We're also going to include Venus because I'm bringing love back in. A lot of us are ready for love. We've gone through so many different changes over the last year and a half, 2 years, and we've cleared, we've cleansed, and we're ready for new adventures, new excitement. So I'm very, very happy to bring that back into you guys. We're going to take a look at the first week, the second week, the third week, and the fourth week. We're going to look at whatever is going on, the messages that I receive for you. I will relate them to you, and then we'll pull out any adversities that may happen along the way. Romance at the end for married and then singles, and an additional card to help with inspiration throughout the month. So Virgo babies, I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to see exactly, for some of you, it's not going to be for all of you. If this is not your reading, check out your moon, rising, and of course for the love portion, check out your Venus sign, whatever that may be for you. Oh, this one, and one more. Well, we definitely have you in your own reading in the month of November. I feel a lot of you are going to do really well. It's this one. It's the bottom one. Oh, I love that. So we are starting off the beginning, the very first week of November with the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is being blocked. It's being stuck for some of you. But it could even be financial block. It doesn't have to be in one specific area. But for a lot of you, what I'm picking up on, this is a blockage that you've been dealing with for well, for some of you, I see 5-6 years where you may have been dealing with the same situation or even a repetitive cycle, dealing with some issues when it comes to finance, rebuilding your life, right? But creating that beautiful, organized life that you love. It could take that long for us to be able to get that up. You may be dealing with somebody who's blocked, and definitely for some of you, I see that you are not going to get a bonus that you thought you were going to get, a payout. Now we have the Four of Wands as the detail. So this could be related to a relationship, a marriage, a family unit. But for a lot of you, this is an opportunity coming your way that you may have felt that you weren't getting it. In the month of October, maybe even preceding it, you were blocked from this particular opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles, this is an opportunity that is going to ground you in your financial world, in your security within your home, within your family foundation. So this is an opportunity giving you more money than what you usually make. And again, for a lot of you, you could have been not working, and here's that job. So it will help to create that harmony that you love in your life, Virgo. Now, you may be dealing with a fellow earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. But for a lot of you, this is about the pentacles in your life. Receiving and giving is going to become more imbalanced. Now, with this Knight of Pentacles, this is a very slow-moving energy. So this is something that's going to be on an even keel for you, and you're going to be able to create that beautiful, warm and wholesome, those are the words I heard, warm and wholesome environment. So you'll know how that resonates with you. Now, the adversity that could come through, and it could have something to do with your marriage, absolutely. A little bit blocked on being able to get married. We're going to look at love very, very soon. But we have the Queen of Swords as the adversity. Now, this could be a legal situation that was blocking your income. Maybe some debt that you needed to take care of that was actually affecting you somehow. For a lot of you, this is severing ties with what you're dealing with, all right? With this Four of Pentacles, you're saying, that's it. I am done. I'm cutting it off. I am going to go for something brand new because I want this financial security. I want to feel safe in my own environment. You may very well be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and I do feel Libra is very strong. So in this reading, so you might be on the cusp of Libra for sure. And I felt Libra in the last few readings, so this may be an excellent guideline for some of you in your life. Now, as we roll into the second week, here it is. This is the big payout. This is the offer. This is you starting that new job or accepting the apology, the offer that's coming in from a person. For some of you, this is a family reuniting, and it has taken a really long time. It may be a mother and a parent and a adult child. And when I say adult, it looks like between the age of 20 and 25 years old, in that range right there, where you're coming together at this point in time, and there'll be a big amends. And the second week is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing for you guys. The Ace of Pentacles, I mean, this is a beautiful card. That and the Sun card, these are the most beautiful cards in the deck as far as prosperity, abundance, security, on every level of life. We have the Page of Wands, and that's what I mean. I feel like some of you, this is an amends with a family situation where you may have been estranged for 7 to 8 years, 7-8 years, and now there's that coming back around again. And that has happened, at least with my clients, it has happened quite a bit, where families have come together after they've been apart for a while. Some, severed ties over the last couple of years, but they've come together in the year of 2021, more toward the latter part, like from summer toward right now it's October, and Mercury's in retrograde. So this is an amazing opportunity that's going to come in, that you can feel safe and secure about the truth being attached to whatever this is. The legal documentation should be in order, and you know how to read that very well, Virgo, but you can also do the research if you don't. But this is saying take action toward what you like. If you want this Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have to take action. If you want these videos for me to continue, you've got to thumbs up these videos, letting me know that you want them on a weekly basis, whatever it is in your life. It's taking action, all areas of life, not just a tarot reading, right? So you guys, you may be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Taurus. We already said Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and fellow earth signs as well. And I do feel Pisces is in this reading. So let's take a look at what the adversity could be in that second week, because this is huge. Huge offer, huge opportunity, relocating. And I feel if you are relocating, this is for a group of you where you are moving toward a countryside. It's not in a city. It's more like a house that you're going to purchase or rent out in the outskirts, on the outside, not way out in the middle of nowhere. You're still close enough to commute, but it is a commute, 30 to 80 miles. 30 to 80 miles is what I see. Now, the adversities that could take place in the second week is the Five of Swords. This is negative thinking. This is a lot of arguing. Taking action to avoid the arguing is what you're being guided to do. This is the challenge you're going to have to overcome. So whoever this is, whatever is walking in toward you or away from you, there is going to be a little bit of discord if that is the case. However, it's all about that Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may be severing ties with your own partner, and through that is the payout, the alimony, child support payout, selling the house, whatever the settlement is regarding finances. And there may be some arguing and struggling over that for sure. But for a lot of you, this is like a self-sabotaging kind of an energy. And I'm hearing, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, whatever that means for you. I keep hearing, don't do it. So if you want to argue with this person, there's an opportunity to actually mend and repair. You see, this is beautiful because the truth is coming in with this Queen of Swords. The truth isn't always easy to hear, but with this comes an apology. A secure, grounded opportunity is on its way to you no matter what, and it will lead you into victory as long as we don't have that self-sabotaging energy. Now, the third week of the month, we do have the card of the Hermit, which is about wisdom, being able to walk along this very narrow cliff and only having a little light in front of us. And if you've ever been out in the middle of the forest in the dark, that little light just lights up right in front of you. It's not like it lights everything up like you would imagine it would. There's so much darkness, we can't see where we're going. So this is an opportunity for you to actually use your inner senses. Be guided by the voice that leads you at night, is what I just heard. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Be guided by the voice that leads you at night. So yeah, pay attention to your inner voice, and let's see what the detail is. You have to think, you have to stop, we got to pay attention, and this does represent you. So with this comes the Nine of Cups, and this is something you truly want. A wish being granted. A wish that you could stop arguing. A wish that you could move into this new opportunity. And again, I see it's a very open piece of property, a lot of grass, almost like rolling, little small rolling hills. It's a very beautiful, like, countryside of a setting. This is what you wanted. So take a step back and actually tap into your own self, because nobody can tell you whether to take this opportunity or not. Only you can do that. And the adversity I'm going to bring out in a minute, because the 4th week says you are going to do this. You're going to move forward. So whether you're going to move into the area that I described or move into a new job, you're going to know exactly how that resonates with you. Some of you, this is purchasing a new vehicle, and it's the one that you wanted. It does take a lot of money, but with this new offer, with this payout, whatever is coming in the first 2 weeks, you are going to spend it. And that spending is going to bring you a lifted, elevated joy for some of you. Like, this may be the car of your dreams or the house of your dreams. Now, we do have the card of Judgment. So severing ties and moving forward, whatever was restricting you right in the very beginning of November, you're cutting your losses and saying, that's it. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with that. I'm moving into something that's better suited for me. And it is something that you truly, truly want. It's something that you wish for. So let's see what the adversity is for those last 2 weeks of the month. I know I'm doing it a little different, but whatever I'm guided to do, I will do for you guys. And yeah, some of you, it may be an actual relationship, a twin flame relationship, of somebody that left you in the past. Now remember, we can be triggered into this journey by a soul connection that triggers us on a core level. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean romance, and for a lot it is. Absolutely, mine was romantic, but a lot of my clients, it was not. It was a career. It was not getting the promotion over and over, not getting the degree that you were working for, or not getting the financial aid to get the degree. So it's anything that can trigger us into this deep introspection. With the Five of Cups comes a lot of guilt, a lot of remorse. Some of you were in a relationship, in a partnership that was meant to be you, them, and creating harmony, a team environment, but you're moving into something much, much better. In order to do this, you're going to have to let go, because for a lot of you, this is that whatever this is going to come back by the end of the month. If this is a person, they'll be back. If this is a job, they'll be back, offering it to you all over again, where you're going to need to make an actual decision. Now, they're going to want to pay you more. 20% is what I'm seeing, 20. So that could be $20 or it could be 20%. I feel for most of you, it's probably percentage. But whoever this is, whatever this company is that you may be severing ties with, they're going to give you a choice. If you want to stay, they're going to let you stay. Now, I don't feel it has anything to do with health issues or anything like that. This is like they didn't pay you what you were worth. And I feel they were actually taking advantage of you, and it led you into this argumental type of a situation with them, or definitely in your head, Virgo. This is a beautiful moment for you to reconcile inside of you. Judgment, right? This is reconciling in the right brain, the left brain within. Has nothing directly to even talking to them. Whatever it is, you're going to move forward. And this is about moving forward in a victorious way. So I do see some of you are absolutely relocating. But the Five of Cups, the guilt of leaving your family behind, the Five of Cups of letting go of whatever you thought was, and it didn't turn out to be that way, may actually be a burden on you in the last week. And you're going to have to fight past this Five of Swords energy for the last few weeks of the month. So there's some type of guilt attached to you leaving and severing ties. But for those of you where this is a family reuniting, the arguing is going to end and you're going to become harmonious by the last week of the month, by the very last week of the month. The regret will be gone. The opportunity is back again, so there is no more regret. So it's a beautiful, beautiful ending. Right now we're going to take a look at married couples. If you are in a relationship, whether you're separated or not, you both sides are committed to the relationship, not just one. And then we will look at singles and we'll pull an extra card to help give inspiration along the way. Let me pull the singles and we will... All right, my beautiful Virgos, this is a retreat. So this is a time for you to rest so that you can overcome whatever you've been through. You know, it all goes back to this first week. If you and your partner have been stuck and blocked, this is saying you are going to have an opportunity to break through that. You have to follow your inner guidance, not a psychic, not a just one tarot card reading. This is about you making that final decision, not based on guilt, but saying, you know, I still love you. I still want to make this work. And some of you will say, no, there's too much. I'm going to move forward into something different because there's a lot of guilt and manipulation. But for the most part, I feel that a lot of you are going to say, yes, we can fix this because it is something that you truly, truly want. This is a very difficult decision to make. So you're going to know exactly how that works for you. Now, when it comes to being single, you have the card of codependency. You may be in situations where you're picking people or you're drawing in people without even knowing it. You're drawing in people that are draining you financially, emotionally, just draining everything out of you, where you feel a lot of regret, or they do. For some of you, this is a twin flame dynamic, a soulmate returning. It is somebody that you feel very, very connected with. But for the majority of you, this is a brand new situation that's going to trigger you to remember what you wanted to let go of so that you do not do it again. So that codependency, enabling, oh, that was the word. I was trying to think of that word earlier today and something I was writing out and I couldn't think of the word. Enabling, right? They may enable you, you may enable them. If this is a family dynamic, it could even be family that's coming in to our single, beautiful single people and saying, no, don't go with that person. Don't do that. You're going to know. If you've got one of those families, you're going to know what that means for you. You might see my doggy in the background. Hopefully he doesn't bark, but he could. Let's pull you that last message. There he is. Of inspiration. Come here, Cappy. Captain Lovebug is back here, if you can see him. Humor. Humor is what really helps us heal. It helps us grow. It helps us move up in life. There's always humor in it. So even if you're the codependent person and you keep bringing in these people that just want to drain you, they're saying bring some humor in it. And in the moment while you're on the date, in the moment, laugh. Just enjoy the moment and find the joy in it, and then cut your ties and move on. But enjoy the time that you're with them, because this is like a very big moment. So laughter will create a opposite effect for you, and it's going to lead you to something very positive. Laugh in the month of November. Having a great month. Thank you for watching. Much love.